What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your main Horace. And looks like we're gonna get started finally. Anybody that knows me knows that wow, it was supposed to start at 1:30. It's 1:40. For me, that's on time. I mean, actually, for me, that's early. Anybody that watches this channel knows I'm always late. I'm on BP time. If you don't know what that is, we're in the 21st century. You can Google that. What is BP time? Oh, looks like we got two people, so we're gonna wait a little bit, enjoy my theme music while others join us. Let's see. Let me get with my boy, our producer. So I can figure out how we sound, how we look. All right. Okay, I see some people starting to show up. There's Deborah. I see CJ Spino. Hey, happy 4th of July to you too, man. Thanks for showing up. Jimmy says we're good. I had to get me a nice hot cup of black coffee. Sonia, thanks for joining, girl. Deb says sound is good. I know you loving my theme music. One of these days we may get it changed. I don't know when, but we always evolving. We're trying to take this production to the next level. We keep trying to improve. So at some point we might get some new music. So if you're a producer and you want to come up with something fly for the program, you're more than welcome. You know how to contact me. If you ain't connected, get connected. Gina, thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Got my glasses. Got both of my phones. I got my mic going. Let me check my hair. You understand what I'm saying? All right, well, we're not going to waste too much time. It's a holiday, so a lot of people are probably with their families, doing things, having fun. So we're going to get right into it. And remember, I got two phones here. So if you're connected with me during the show, you're more than welcome to reach out. Tell me I got a nose hair that's hanging out or whatever you need to tell me. If I get stuck, because I'm liable to do that. I'm supposed to be showing you stuff, and I might get stuck. Sometimes the working class hustlers will text me and say, hey, dummy, this is what you need to be doing. Oh, and I see more people popping in. Looks like we're up to 10. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm trying to watch my production here. My dog wants to be right up under me. And so he gets between me and my green screen because he just has to be literally right under my foot. So Jim, watch my production. If something starts peeking through because he has moved my green screen, let me know. All right. So today's show, online and retail arbitrage sourcing live. Hey, bigYouTuber.com. The numbers don't matter if you have the most talented person in California watching. I love that, man. I love that. Thank you for joining. I don't know. I don't recognize you, and that's a name I would recognize. Oh, So if you're not subscribed, big YouTuber, make sure you subscribe, man. Thanks so much for joining us. Love the background. Thanks, Gina. I'm always trying to do something here. But like I was saying, hit the like button, guys. If you haven't hit that thumbs up for me, it helps with the algorithms. Online and retail arbitrage sourcing. That's what we're going to be talking about. So what we're going to do is, you guys know how I am about this. I do online arbitrage. I do retail arbitrage. That's the business model and the method that I use to source products to sell on Amazon. And I love sharing that stuff with you. So, before we say go any further, let me just thank you. Here we are on the 4th of July and you're spending your time with me. So thank you. We're going to look at how I'm doing. We're going to compare to how I was doing around this time last year, the entire year last year. And you have to understand, guys, when you look at the numbers where they were last year, wow. It's because of you. Because you join me, that is what makes it all worthwhile. We're approaching 800 subscribers, and that's not an easy thing to do with a channel like this. I mean, if we were talking about the president, if we were talking about, popular culture, or if we were showing stupid videos, oh man, it wouldn't take any time. If we were gaming and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with those things, but all I want to do is appreciate the challenge that it is when you got a channel like this that requires work. Okay, this channel is doing nothing but teaching you how to work. And so if to grow this channel is a challenge, but you make it possible because you're the one. You guys give me the reason to get better, to keep going. So we're going to get started here. Let's see. What we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to take a look, if I can get it right. Let's read this together. Instead of looking to the past, I put myself ahead 20 years and try to look at what I need to do now in order to get there. That's a quote from the great singer Diana Ross. That was provided to us courtesy of Sheila, also known as Kentucky Red. Thank you. And that was put together by my producer, Jim. We always want to try and get some inspiration. And on that note, we're going to do what we always do. Take one moment with me, guys. This is important. We're going to say these words. Good things are supposed to happen to me. And then we're going to say it again. Good things are supposed to happen to me. You see, that is the attitude. That is the mantra. That is the mindset that we use as working class hustlers when we approach this thing we call selling on Amazon. And it's not over until you win. Now, let's get into it. So, what we're going to do is, the way we're going to run this show today, I have some scans running. Let me show you that. Let me see here. Get out of that. And let's see what we got. Get out of that. So, if you look at my, what we're looking at is tactical arbitrage. We're looking at at the dashboard, basically. Well, we should be. Yeah. And you can see we got 4 searches live, and we're going to talk about how I chose the searches. And then we're going to look at these searches together and see if we can find some products together. And you really want to take advantage of that, guys. When we're sourcing together, and then we're done with this live stream, I go and buy those items. And you know what? Those items sell. This Amazon thing really ain't that hard, man. But as you can see, we got 4 searches going. And it's not that many in there, but trust me, 153 should be more than enough to find something. It just depends on what you're approved in. Guys, if you have questions, that's what this is all about. Q&A is the entire time, so you don't have to wait until I say, okay, we're taking Q&A. If you have a question, go ahead and ask, and we'll deal with it. If I don't answer it, one of the working class hustlers will probably take care of you, because that's what we do here. We're a community. Hello, Lisa. Thank you for joining. Looks like we're up to 12 users. Guys, if you haven't hit that like button, actually, you know what? Let me refresh my screen, because sometimes I'm up here asking you to do things and I don't even know what's going on here. Okay, so it looks like we got 13 people, but we only got 5 likes. So if you have not hit the like button, please take a moment and help the channel out with that. I appreciate it. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I guess the first thing we can do is just sort of look at my account. We might as well start there. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Okay, so we're looking in my Amazon Seller Central account, and we're going to, if I can find my mouse, we're going to scroll down so that we can see that today is July the 4th. The year is 2020. Happy 4th of July, everybody. And looks like we've sold 10 units, but we're going to hit the refresh key just in case. Nope. But one thing we do know, people do shop on the 4th of July, obviously. And here you can see what I've done last 7 days, last 15 days, last 30 days. Actually, we're headed back up. We have been going a little bit down. So here's what we're going to do. We're looking at the last 7 days, but what we're going to do is we're going to click on here. That way we can, I want to look at a couple of things. We're going to go, let's see. We're going to go custom here. We're going to look at what my sales were like. And the first thing we're going to say is January 2019. So we'll make that 30. Nope, that's wrong. We're going to go January the 1st. And then all the way up to today, we're going to apply that and see. Nah, that ain't what we want. So we're going to go year to date. What we really wanted. Let's see. Well, this will work. This will work. And this is what I mean by this. What we want to look at is, you see where my ticker is. And for January this year, now, this was before COVID, so this was not the COVID rush that you're going to see as we move along here. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let me make sure I didn't get any questions here that I want to. Nope, no questions. We'll keep it moving. Okay, so watch this, guys. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this year out. So look at January, we did, that we're talking back in the year 2019, okay, last year. January, we did $4,374.15. Now, I want you to think about that, guys. If you look at the numbers I'm doing now, you need to look back and say, okay, well, what was he doing last year? What happened? Okay, then February, $5,184.54. This isn't long ago, hustlers. Okay, March, $5,156.83. Look, it went down in April. Okay. Then look at May, went up just a little bit, $5,029.75. June jumped up to $9,000. $382.65. Okay. July, about the same. August, 11.9. This was last year, guys. Things started changing because you got to understand. So what did I do? I started focusing more. I started getting better. The working class hustlers forced me to get better, start changing how I do things. Okay. And now if we turn on this year, okay, here we go again, before COVID, because if you look last year, we ended in December. For December, we did 14, but you have to understand that was Q4. And a lot of, of course, Q4 is what? October, November, and December. But then we came into January at 12.6, February 12.2. So we carried in, if you compare the previous year, you're talking about a difference. I mean, look at that. From $4,374 to $12,650. So the only thing I'm trying to tell you guys and show you is that you can do this business. I'm no different than you. And that wasn't that long ago. So it doesn't have to take forever. Now, these aren't crazy numbers. You don't see me in front of a Ferrari. You could see me in front of a Porsche if I wanted to do that. But, I'm not doing crazy numbers. I'm a working class hustler. I work a regular job, just like most of you. And that is the point that I want to talk about. Another thing is this. One channel that I watch, they call themselves Hustle Buddies. If anybody ever goes out there, that's a good channel. Better than me. And that's why I study them. But he was saying the other day, when you start doing sales on Amazon at $10,000 a month or more, you start getting ungated for different things more and more. I didn't know that. I never even thought of it that way. I didn't think of it in terms of how much money, how much revenue you're bringing. I didn't know that necessarily had an effect, but that's something to think about, guys. Just a little tidbit there. Give me 1 second. Looks like one of the hustlers texted me. Okay, I'll check that out, man. So let's get into, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to talk about where I'm sourcing today and why. So it looks like Big YouTuber did the numbers and he said, I made over $20 per item average. Well, thanks, man. I didn't even look at it that way, but I appreciate it. I might be able to use you on my team, man. Somebody that's a numbers guy. That's what I need. We got 14 people out here. I only see 8 likes, so make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate it, guys. If you're new, if you may have, I don't know how that could happen, but sometimes you could end up on this channel and you've never been here before. Go ahead and subscribe. So here's what we're going to do. Let's take a look in my tactical arbitrage. And let's look at the queued searches. Now watch this. Okay. We're searching 9 West. We're searching Juvia's Place. We're searching Stack Social. And we're searching Keurig. These are not sites that I normally visit, guys. You guys know I do Big Lots. I do Dollar General online and, in the store. I do a lot of Walmart, a lot of Target, some Best Buy, typical sites. And you know what? So many other people are searching those sites. And then you'll sit up there and you'll say, well, I can't find anything, or everything's out of stock, or this or that. Maybe you're not taking advantage and you're not looking where you could be looking. Now, some of you may have heard me talk about the site called SalesGazer. SalesGazer.com. It's just a great place to go. And what it does is, it's nothing but a place to collect all of your, websites that can be searched in tactical arbitrage, and they collect the sales. So as these sites here, look at. Okay, let me leave that there. But let's say you were going to do a product search, and you went to basic. You see all these sites that you're looking at? What if you said to yourself, now listen to me guys, because this is important. What if you said to yourself, hey, I'm not just going to go to a website that's like everybody else. Let me go to a website when they have a sale, because now I'm walking in the door 25%, 15%, 30%, 50%, whatever the sale may be. I'm walking into the store already with that percentage off to the good. You see, if you're just going to use tactical arbitrage and just do a search, then I don't want to hear you saying, well, I can't find anything. What did you do to give yourself an added advantage? Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's say you have your SalesGazer account. It's free. And remember, all the sites that you see right here, SalesGazer is looking at those sites to see if they have a sale. Look at, you see this? StackSocial.com. Look at. You see where it says, if you spend $50 or more, you'll save 15%. If you spend $75 or more, you'll save 20% with a code. That's the sales that I like, because then I know it's site-wide. I put in the code and boom, I'm good to go. So look at, let's say you were going to do a search, and when you come into the adjustments, you're putting in 20%, and now you're running your search so that you already have a 20% discount. So you're going to see things. Let's say a person just went and did a search on that store using tactical arbitrage. They're not going to see the same things that you see, because if they didn't put anything in here, they're not going to get the same items. They're not going to come up, because they're paying more money, right? So let this be a lesson. If you're using this software, it's not cheap, but it pays for itself if you use it correctly. If you just want to use it like everyone else, you're going to get the same results as everyone else. If you're not putting anything in this section right here, you see where my cursor is? If you're not putting anything in this section, then you're doing yourself a disservice. And I don't want to hear you talking about, well, I can't find anything. Now, of course, I'm going to listen to you because I spoil you. You can connect with me and we'll hop on a call or whatever you want to do and text back and forth, and I'll hold your hand. But I'm telling you, if you really want to start taking advantage, you're going to have to do something. Where's your cash back? Where's your discounted gift cards? I got a video out there that talks about that. And let me make sure, because I'm ranting here. Let me make sure I'm not missing somebody who had a comment. Hold on. Hey, look like Lance is out here. Thanks for showing up, my man. Let's get it. Hey, I like this big YouTuber, man. You're involved. Says, I'm going to start buying clothes from 99-cent store and customize them, flip for $20. I like that idea, man. I like that. That's what we need. We need the hustlers sharing some ideas. Let's get motivated. Let's figure this out together. All right, now check comments. Hit the like button, guys. If you haven't, help us out. Okay, so now back to what we're doing here. Remember, we got 4 searches going, and what we did, we used Sales Gazer to come up with it. Now, how do we do it? Because if you just come to your inbox, then you're just going to have to scroll through, and that's okay if you want to scroll through, but I'm telling you, this stuff is collecting a lot. What I do, I'll just search site-wide because I want it to say site-wide. You see what it says? Yoga accessories, celebrate the 4th of July with 20% off site-wide. Soon as you see that, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be a coupon code. But even if it's not, then you know it's going to. See, look at code July 20th, yogaccessories.com. Now, I don't know if you have access to that. Let's see, yoga. Now, see, here's what you got to understand. Yoga accessories. Wait, let me get that out of there. That, you see how you have your sites and some of them are highlighted in blue? That's an X path. So you're not going to have that unless you have the software tactical bucket. But trust me, you don't need it. You do not need it. You can use Sales Gazer and it'll give you sites that are already included in tactical arbitrage. Now, I can tell you right now, we're going to look at some things, and let me tell you now, I'm offering this to all the working class hustlers just as a way of saying thank you. If you want to, between today and tomorrow, we can hop on a group call or whatever you want to do, and we can look at in more detail these 4 searches that I have going on. Now, I don't know what you're approved for, and I'm not getting into all of that. These are the 4 searches I got going. Don't get caught up in what you're not approved for, what you're gated in. You focus on what you can do. You'll get there. Okay. So why don't we do this? Let's take a look, because I don't know how this is going to work out. I am going to just kind of view the data. And if anybody doesn't know how to use the software, ask a question right now. And if we get too many questions, we probably won't, because I think most of the hustlers know how to use the software. But we have a whole playlist out there on YouTube for that. That'll teach you everything you need to know on how to use the software. And what we're going to do is we're going to change this to the basic view. We may have something out here, we may not. That says nothing, but we don't know that yet. What we got to do is we got to take out that quality match. And probably nothing from this site. Probably not. But that's okay. We'll let that run. It may come up with something later. Let's try Juvia's Place. See what happens. May not be nothing. Same thing. You have to take out your match quality. But no, there's nothing there. So we'll just let that one keep running. What about this one? We'll try that. There's 3 items. And see, I never even heard of this site. Working Class Hustlers, you let me know if you have heard of this site, Stack Social. Again, we want to take out that match quality, because what that's doing is that's the software's trying to match up the pictures. Well, we know how to do that ourselves. We can tell. We don't want to miss anything because the software said, "Oh, that's not a good enough match." No, we're good enough to figure that out on our own. All right, so let's see what we got here. Instant two-way Wi-Fi. I don't know what this is. And I probably wouldn't spend that much money anyway. There's only two sellers, which is probably Amazon and the manufacturer. Yeah, I probably wouldn't spend $100 just to make 16. But you see how this breaks down your discount. They had 25% off. Okay, but then you had to add in my tax. Let's see what else. Same thing here. I probably wouldn't spend $89 to make 22, but then again, I might. Remember, my strategy says I'm okay with 20% or higher. This falls into that range. If I spend the $89 on one product or across different products, it still comes out to the $89, and it still comes out to my business model, which is 20% or more. So you see how that happens? Now, with only one seller, it's probably these people, so I wouldn't get in on it. But I might look. Okay. Same here. Now this, I definitely probably wouldn't get into. The sales are good, but when you only got one seller, that's probably the brand. And just, I'm doing this because anytime they say you need approval, always go through the process. I didn't think we would get approved, but just do it anyway because it doesn't cost you nothing but a click, and you never know. Cobra. Let's just take a look at it on Amazon just to see. I know we wouldn't want to get into this because just because Amazon says you can sell it, don't think that Cobra won't come after you. Let's see. Sold by E-Tech distributors. Now what you could do, open up your Hummingbird. Let's see. What I'm doing right now, I'm looking at the number of sellers, and it's only been one seller all this time, so no, you ain't getting that. I probably wouldn't want it anyway, but tell you what we'll do. We'll go back to the search manager, and then I'll make sure I have no questions that I missed. Tiago says, when my TA is slow, I know Horace is searching the heck out of it. Well, mine gets slow too sometimes. Will says, hey, preacher, what's going on, Will? Lance says, when you start new searches, do you delete previous data? Yes, I do, because what I have found is when you got too much data in there, things will definitely start to slow down on you. So let's do this here. Let's do this. You're going to like this. We're going to come back, and now we're going to look at Keurig. So we're going to go view data. That says 82. We're going to see if we can get a little bit better than that. I want to actually just search Keurig because that's where the sale is. Now, if you wanted to, you could select all of these, and basically it's searching other stores to see if you can find the product there as well. I don't want to get into all of that right now. Some days I do want to, but I just want to kind of just go through my data. And basically, here's what it looks like as you go through. Now, I can tell you right now, when you get into coffee, right away, you see 96. That's probably not going to be the case. So let me show you what I did to make this quicker for you. Watch what we do here. We're going to go to, let's see here, saved list. And I have a folder called Keurig. And I threw some stuff in there to make this quicker for you. Now watch what we do. We'll take this out because we're only showing 9 items. We should be seeing more than that. But watch this. This one. Okay, so that's a 72 count. So we'll go to Keurig and we're looking for a 72 count. All right, so that's 33.73. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Oh, wait. Let's see something here. What was the deal with that? Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Because I think the deal was a 20% discount. Let me see. Yeah, so watch this. This was the email that I got. And you see where it says 20% site-wide use code. Now, let's go back to where we were. So, well, this still may not work. Because even if you're not going to do the subscription, you're going to do a one-time purchase. So then what you would have to do is figure out, you're probably faster than me. I'm going to take out 20%. No, that still wouldn't work. But let's just see. Let's do it like this. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Let's see what else I had in there. Because I had something in there. Well, here's one. Now, mind you, I have better luck when you have bags of coffee versus pods. Okay. You don't sell as many, but you know what? 64 a month across 2 sellers, that ain't bad. We're not restricted. Now watch. All you're doing, see, the software, for whatever, it did not take out the 20%. Maybe I did something wrong, but watch. We'll go to Keurig. We'll take a one-time purchase. We'll take that $8.99. We'll take out the 20% that we're going to save. And so we're going to pay $7.19 for a bag. What's it selling for on Amazon? Selling for $18.91. Now, here's what you could do. You could do this one of 2 ways. You're at the site, so you could go ahead, hover over your Hummingbird. You could open up the product in Tactical Edge. That way you can get more into it, get deeper into the product. Okay. Give that a chance to load. And it looks like all they have is merchant fulfill. So you know you could sell it for a little bit more than what they're selling it for. You know that. Okay. They got it for $18.71. I bet you. Let's see. It's going to cost us $7.19. So you stick that in here. Now, this isn't factoring in what it's going to cost you to send in. I don't trust these numbers. But I don't just use tactical arbitrage. Watch what else I do. I mean, that would be awesome. But I don't see that. I don't see that being the case. Okay. Now watch this. I'll take this right here. Give me a second. I'll come over. Hold on. I'll come over to my inventory lab. I use this as well. And here, while we're here, we'll look at quarterly. We'll go to the second quarter and we'll kind of look at what happened in June. Now in June, now here in April, look at where your profit was, but look at what your total income was. Then come over to May, profit, income. We dropped down some. So after expenses, this is all I got to keep. But just so you understand and you have a realistic view of what's going on out here. But if you added that to what you're already making on your regular job, you might do all right. You might be able to live with that. But watch this. I'll come over to Scout. I'll stick that ASIN in here. It's just another way to do some research. Take your time, guys, because when you get to a certain level, you're going to buy 20 of them, 30 of them. So take your time. Now watch what happens. Remember, like I said, you got two people. They're both merchant fulfilled. I'm going to sell it at least $2 higher. So watch. If I put, let's see, I'll put the list price. Let's say I went $20.99. And we said it was going to cost us $7.19. And this actually does, let's see. Actually, no, I didn't put in the estimated, but I pay about 50 cents a pound. It's not that big of a deal. But look at that ROI, guys. I could work that. Okay. Now see, you can, and see what I like about Inventory Lab. You see that box right there? That lets you know that the buy box is at $18.71, but that you got two offers and they're both merchant fulfilled. There's no FBAs. So you see, guys, if you're approved, you can jump in on this with me right now. Trust and believe. I'm going to buy some of these. Okay. So give me a second. Let me come over to my comments. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Let's see. Nope. Well, let me refresh that. Looks like we're up to 10 likes. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate it. Let's see. Tell you what, I got a treat for you. You know how I'm always talking about I'm out here showing you retail arbitrage. Sometimes you might wonder, am I selling this? Now, of course I'm selling it. But wouldn't it be nice to see some products that you watched me source and then see what happened with them? So let's do this. Hang tough and watch this. And then we'll come back and look at another deal there. Here's what I want to show you. Let's see. Now we're looking in my YouTube channel. Did anybody watch this video right here? This got uploaded on June the 18th. It only got 185 views. But if you watched it, in that video, I actually show some products. Watch this. I'm going to show you just a quick clip.
Guys, I'm back. I did another stop at Big Lots. So we're going to take a quick look at the things that I got here. We got some Java Time coffee. This was a good deal on this. These mega packs of Nature Valley.
Now, do you remember that? We're looking at these Nature Valleys, right? And then what happened was this. Hold on. Watch this. Later on in that same video, we did a little bit of analysis. Watch this.
get you guys to let you see the product on the site. For whatever reason, it's just acting weird tonight.
Now, check this out. Yeah. Look at that rank right there. That right there is all you needed. That's all you needed. Okay. Let me get my fat head out of there.
I think Amazon's updating some things, but there they are. And so here, what we're doing is the same thing. We're looking in tactical arbitrage, and here I can see the average 90-day rank, the average price over the last 3 months as well. These are the types of things that I show in other videos to show you how to make your evaluations. And with that information, and plus looking at the other 2 people that are selling, I would probably jump in right with this guy. I can't see the stock right now because, like I said, Amazon, I think they're going through an update right now because it's late, so it's not showing the stock. But when I saw it, whatever it was, it made me decide to jump in right with this guy, which would probably give me right around 200%, not quite. In fact, if we go into Inventory Lab, that's taking into account what it cost us to get the inventory in. And so here you can see the expenses, you can see the profit. Here would be the list price. And so,
all right. So I think you got it. But here's what we're going to do. Now we're going to look. Let's see if I can.
You see over here, you can see all your estimated fees. And
get that to shut up. Now, remember, when did we say this video was? That was June the 18th. Now watch. Remember those nature valleys? We bought 8 of them. And there they go. 6 days ago, 6, 5 days ago, 4 days ago, 4 days ago, 3. All of them sold. Okay. Some of them are still, pending or whatever. One got canceled, whatever. You see what I'm saying? But you see where you got your payment complete, payment complete, payment complete. You got 3 of them that are complete. And so look at when you go into Inventory Lab. This is why I love this software. Look at it's showing reconciled. That means this software is paired up with my Seller Central account, and it can tell me, it has already in there what my buy cost was, what my profit was, what my return on investment, what my profit margin was. You see what I'm saying? Now, of course, I think at the time that I was talking about it, I think I had it listed a little bit higher. But I use a repricer, and it went out and made a repricing thing. But to make $8.40 on 8 products, you know what I mean? You're talking 60, whatever, $70. And that's just on one of the products that we sourced. I sold other products as well. And I might have spent an hour in there. I might have. So you see how this starts to come together, guys. Let's see. I just thought that would be neat to kind of go back for the hustlers out here. You guys spend the time watching my videos, and I love to share with you real. It's easy to talk. Everybody can talk about it, but to actually be able to show you some real results, not no theoretic junk. You want to know the real stuff. People are asking me, what are you selling? Okay. Now, you know how I feel about that. I think we, as Amazon sellers, particularly with the new to intermediate groups, we tend to focus way too much on how to source products, where to get the good deals, how to get ungated. If you would spend that kind of thought energy on actually working in the areas that you can work, you would be killing it. And you don't know what you would be killing it in. You thinking you want to get into something sexy like Nintendo and all of this stuff. You could be killing it with toilet paper or whatever. You don't know what it is. Okay. Let me check my my comments. Let's see here. Now we're coming up on an hour. And let me see. Deb says, since this is online, what about the expiration date? Let me show you something else. Oh my God, you got a wonderful question. Hold on a second. Of course you got to worry about the expiration dates, but it doesn't have to be. Watch this. Watch this. We're going to go to, where's my, if I can find it. It may not act right. Let me just see. Oh, maybe if I will put the right number in there. Let's see here. All right. Hold tight. Hold tight. If you wanna. Let's see. What was the name of that? Oh yeah. Nutra whatever. All right, now watch this. And this is another reason why I love Inventory Lab. Now look at. I could look up by ASIN. I could type in the shipments page, and then I could see when did that product go out. Here they go. Excuse me. Here they go. Here's why I got it. Here's what the expiration was. All of that's in there. You're not going to get that. You're not going to be able to input that type of data in Seller Central. So as you guys are growing, you have to start streamlining. Unless you want to sit up there, because you can do it. Unless you want to sit up there and write. If you want to sit up there, create a spreadsheet. If you want to do all of that so that you can keep track, then you can do that. Look at, here's how many I sent in. This is how many I sent in. Look at, there they all are, gone already. You see what I'm saying? Here, let's go back out and see, did we have any sales? Yes. How many did we have when we started? 10. We sold 3 more while we're working. Okay, hustlers, we got to do this. Guys, don't get me started. Because see, y'all going to make me start preaching up here. Y'all, you know what? No. Don't nobody want to hear me preaching. Do you want to hear me preaching? Because I'm going to shut up. Okay. Deb says, thanks, Horace. You're always giving us free info on products to source. I don't know. And here's the reason why I do that. You know, everybody wants to talk about how much abundance there is out there. Okay, well, if there's so much doggone abundance, then share something. Quit keeping everything a secret. I ain't worried about it. Okay? Because once you have your systems in place, guys, I got so much stuff that's just replens. I have relationships with suppliers at this point, and I got it through retail arbitrage. You keep walking in that store. How many times have I told you, hustlers? You keep walking in that store over and over. And you know what? You're no longer shy. You're no longer bashful. You get to know the workers. You get to know the managers. And before you know it, you're walking in the store and going right to the back. That's what I'm doing. Going right to the back and grabbing the 2-wheel dolly because there's products waiting for me. Don't think that you're going to put in all this work and get nothing back. That is a law. It is no different. Listen, see, because you done got me started. It is no different from when you take that seed and you plant it, and then you give it the necessary elements. As a law, something must bear forth. It's not a, well, maybe. No, that's a law. Excuse me. And it's the same law when you put in work. When you do it the right way, it must bear. That's why you subscribe to this channel. That's why you keep watching. That's why if you're not on the level that I'm at, you develop the thinking. I'm not here to tell you everything to do. I do it. But I'm not here to tell you everything to do. I'm here to teach you how to think for yourself so that you can go out and get this stuff. It's not that hard, guys. If you do the things that I do, if you focus on understanding and developing your business strategy, okay? It's your business strategy. It's not mine. I'm not going to tell you what return on investment you should be going for. That's up to you. You got people out there killing it with 10% return on investment. But you know what? Let me show you something. Because this is what I get from people all the time. I get people saying, well, Horace, I can't find anything. You know why? Because they don't want to source something and walk away with $1.86. That's too low. I'm not looking at this number. I'm looking at this number, because if I got $1,000, it doesn't matter how many products I spread it across. If I'm averaging 20% or more, I know how much I'm going to get back at the end of 30 days or whatever the return is over that period of time. And so I'm not talking about, oh, I can't find anything, because I'm too busy saying there's something that fits into my strategy, that fits into my plan. And I'm just out here getting it. And then one thing turns into something else. You got 64 people selling, 64 items on average selling across 2 people. So what if you became the third person? Can you divide 3 into 64? If you're like me and you can't, you can use a calculator. And you know what you'll figure out? Here's what you're going to figure out. Let's see. 64 divided by 3. Oh, wow. I could be selling 21 of these a month times $1.86. Well, there's another $40 I could be making. You see what I'm saying? And this is probably wrong anyway, because this is wrong, because this didn't even take into account the discount. Remember, we looked, I lost it somewhere, but I had it. It was like $7 and something we were going to pay for the product. Okay. Let me go to my questions, because y'all done got me to hollering. You know when I start hollering. Okay, we got a couple minutes. This is what we're going to do. We're going to look at one more product, and then we're going to see if anybody has any questions, and then we're going to wrap this up, because this is the 4th of July. And let me tell you something. I am doing what I always do, a doggone good job. I'm already ahead of the game. See, they call me La Machine, because I'm on it, baby. I'm on it. Ain't no questions. Okay, I have figured out the secret to success. The secret is there are no secrets, but check this out. You go to these channels. I know you do, because you're just like me. You're out here trying to get it. You're listening to this motivation. You're listening to this personal development, the all the sayings and colloquialisms or whatever you say that junk is. Listen, you don't need no motivational speech. What you do is form a habit, because willpower, that's not going to work. Everybody will succumb eventually. What you do is you form a habit, and then you don't have to think. Then you don't have to get motivated. You just do it. Do you need a motivational speech to go wash your butt? Do you need personal development to brush your teeth? No, You formed and developed the habit of doing that. So, let's see now. So we're going to look at, just hang tough with me. We're going to look at a couple more because something may have come in from those other sites that we were looking at, those weird ones. Let's take a look here. I don't know if they did, but we're gonna take a look. So we're gonna come over to the search manager. We're gonna see if anything came in from 9 West. I bet it didn't, but you never know. Yeah, if you don't see nothing pop up there, no. Actually, you know what? We're going to say, this may be an easier way. It may not. We're going to say view data, and then we're going to sort and filter. Let's see here. And we don't see anything from those other sites. The only thing we see is Keurig and Stack Social. We don't see anything from 9 West. We don't see anything from that other crazy. What were those other crazy sites? Juvia's Place and all that. So we'll just select the ones that we. Well, you know what? We'll select them all just to see what comes up. We'll take the match quality out. Categories. You know what? Select them all. I don't care. Let's see. I want to see. I'm just sort of scrolling to see what comes up here. This is a good one. I have sold this. And you see how it gives the breakdown? I don't know if this is in stock. But if you can sell this, I have sold this before. These do sell. Now the price moves around. But here you can see it on the site for $19.99. You're going to pay $16.33. You see how you use the power of the software so that you don't walk in like everybody else. You already 20% to the good. Don't you understand that? And let's look at here. Now remember, this is not a keeper chart. This is a history chart. This is Tactical Arbitrage's own history chart. And you can kind of see, I'm just sort of sliding it and looking and seeing how the buy box moved around. Okay. But what we would do, well, heck, you know what we could do? We could edge it from right here. Isn't this fun, guys? I love this. Out here making money. Let's see. Look at all of this data right in front of you. Let's see. And then right here, you're seeing what your return on investment would be if you sold, you know, around certain sellers, you know. So I could set my repricer isn't going to price there because my repricer is not going to go below a 20% return on investment. So I don't have to worry about it. You know, we put up a video yesterday about repricing, and it really didn't do well. And it's probably because that's not the sexy part of the business. That's you saying, okay, it's time to step my game up and be competitive, and starting to think like a real hustler. What is the value of $1 today versus $1 tomorrow? See, when you hear that, a lot of people thinking today versus tomorrow. Well, this year versus next. I ain't talking about this year versus next year. I'm talking about this week versus next week. This week versus 3 weeks. Okay? You got a product. You got your inventory tied up in a product, and you're waiting because you're going to wait it out, right? You're losing because you're losing use of that money. That revenue could be used to continue moving that machine. You're losing because of what's called inflation. Everybody wants to talk about inflation, including you, but you're not acting like it if you're sitting your money tied up in inventory because, well, I'm selling it at this price. Okay, don't you realize you're paying storage on that? That's costing money. Okay, that's another reason why I like Inventory Lab, because it shows you on a graph over time how much you're paying, okay, in storage fees. You're not just going to sit your products out there in that warehouse taking up space and not pay for it. So give me a second here. Joe says most people hate repricers. When you say most people, I don't know about that. You would have to elaborate for me. Because I don't know who you're following or where you're getting your data. I don't necessarily disagree with you, but you watch the video and I'll tell you about my experiences with it. Now, I don't know what level most people, whoever that is, I don't know what level they're on. But like I said, it's all about your thinking, okay? What will you accomplish with a repricer? Well, the idea is to move your inventory faster. Because if you're not competitive, Amazon is a competitive marketplace. You don't need me to tell you that. How you going to compete? By sitting around and waiting for everyone to sell out and then yours moves? That's a strategy. But that's that strategy where you say, well, I'm going to let it sit out there. And in 90 days, if it doesn't move, then I'll kind of basically liquidate. That used to be my strategy. But then I started to think, what am I losing by waiting and trying to wring out every percentage that I can get back? What did I start losing? I started losing the use of my money because it's tied up. I can't do anything with it when it's tied up in inventory. I'm losing it to inflation because that dollar isn't worth as much. Inflation is happening constantly. Now, it may be happening in fractions that you can't really detect, but it is happening. So as a business person, you have to consider that. Okay. And I could go on and on about that. I know that my inventory started moving much faster, but you have to understand, I'm at that point where I have thousands of units. So, and see, that's another thing, Joe, I'm so glad you're talking to me. You go back, I've been making videos for 3 years almost, and I hated that race to the bottom that people talk about. But then I had to change my thinking. Okay. I've changed my entire outlook and it has helped. Now, mind you, you look at my numbers, you look at the revenue that I got coming through here back when I hated penny droppers, and now you look at where I'm at now. For me, a change of thought has made a huge difference. For you, for anyone else, I can't speak for. Thanks so much, guys. I see 14 viewers, 14 likes. I love you for that. And it's not nothing against you, Joe. In fact, I appreciate you making comments, and you're a working class hustler, man. You stand up and let me know what's on your mind. You don't know, you might change my thinking or some of the other hustlers out here. Give us some perspective, because that's what we need. So we're already 10 minutes over what I wanted to go. Does anyone have any other remarks, any other questions? Remember, let me see here. You know, you can connect with me. Let me see here. If you need to connect, look down in the description. There's my phone number. That would be Will. Hey, Sherwin. Happy 4th to you too, man. I served in combat with that guy. We friends for life. You talking, when was that, Sherwin? 1990, 1991. Oh my goodness. Well, when you get to be my age. But if we're connected as a working class hustler, this is the phone that we're connected on. That number is 717-919-1650, 717-919-1650. Text the words working class hustler to that number, and I will respond asking you your name so that I can get you into my contacts. And at that point, you'll get a text from me that says we are officially connected. And then you can start asking me your questions and, you know, hitting me up for ideas or whatever you want to do, coaching, whatever. And again, thanks so much for coming out, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Remember, we're putting up 3 videos a week, 2 uploaded, 1 uploaded on Thursday, 1 uploaded on Friday, and every Saturday, without fail, we are out here. And you know, let's see. Lance says, currently researching pharmaceuticals as I just partnered with one, and hold on, everything moved. Hold on. Oh, retracted. Lance, what are you doing? Joe says watching and chasing an item. Yeah, we have to do that, guys. But no, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you can be notified every Thursday, every Friday, and every Saturday. Okay, so it looks like, Lance, you're getting into pharmaceuticals. That's great. Keep me posted on that. Big YouTuber says Kobe Lakers coffee table coming. Oh man, that's tight, man. Now that's smart right there. Hey, thanks. It looks like Jim posted the number that you can get connected with me. You know, that's where the power comes, guys. I did not really start moving forward until I started to really study. I picked a few people that are better than me, started studying their channel, and it's not them giving me products. It's not them getting me ungated. It's nothing that they actually did. It's them exposing me to their thought process, how they approach the business, you know. Let's see. So yeah, guys, if you don't have any questions, if there's nothing, I'll give you a minute or so. And we're going to wrap it up. I enjoyed it. We had a nice time. But you know me. Once we're done here, I got to get it on and popping. You dig? Let's see here. Tell you what, I'll take another look. Let's see here. while I wait to see if anyone else had a question, I'm just looking to see if maybe I find something else that I can share with the hustlers out here. I don't think I will. But you never know. You never know. You never know. Hey. All right. I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. Get connected with me. If you're already connected and you want to get with me after the show, you know how to reach me. Remember, guys, this is what to sell on Amazon. I am Horace, respecting your mind, your time, and most definitely your grind. I done showed you how to get some of this paper. It's time to go get mine. I'm out of here. Lance, you got to find replenishables. Trust me, that will happen, baby. But here's the irony in that. I have never found replenishables by saying, okay, today I'm going to go out and find replenishables. You know how I find them? Just doing what I do. And then when I sell out of the product, I go back and see if I can replenish it. And if it's there, I do. And I keep on replenishing until it's no longer available. And then when it's no longer available, you know where it is? It's in my mind. And then when I walk into a store and I see it again, I go, ooh, that's a replenishable. And every week I walk in there, there's always something that I look on a shelf and I go, yep, that's one of my replenishables. Okay. Remember, you are thinking like a wholesaler, working like an arbitrage guy, which means you're not going to always, your replenishables won't necessarily be as regular as a guy who wholesales and they're buying directly from a manufacturer. Your replenishables come when they're there. But as you continue to do this, there's always something. I don't walk into a store without walking out with a cart full. So keep working, guys.